wanted to live here at Sprout after my first lesson.
Sprout is one of those things that you have to experience. It's almost like when you step your foot right into the barn, something happens to people. I don't know what it is. It's what we call the magic of Sprout.
It doesn't matter who you are or what you're into. Anyone finds their niche here. It's something for each person to, fit in.
Sprout is where the impossible is made possible.
The mission of Sprout is to provide equine-assisted activities and therapies to individuals seeking opportunities for growth.
We at Sprout see the abilities that our students possess, and we work to build upon those attributes and skills through riding and interacting with our horses.
Well, Olivia's 4.5, and about a year ago October, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. She did come out of surgery. The first week she was mute. She was only able to move her right hand and arm a little bit. She couldn't move her neck or sit up or her legs or her left arm, so she was pretty much paralyzed. And she began to recover quickly, but we had to do acute rehabilitation at the National Rehabilitation Hospital for about 9 weeks.
She couldn't mount herself onto Cowboy. We had to really help her get on, and her core strength wasn't there where it needed to be. But within 3 to 4 weeks, she was sitting tall and has a beautiful seat, kind of like she was kind of born to do this.
Every day I've been learning new stuff.
The whole goal was to get her to go do multi-step directions and try to integrate her life skills so that she can progress at a faster pace than she was.
By the time the first 8 weeks were over, she wasn't using the walker anymore, she wasn't using a wheelchair anymore. It was really amazing how Cowboy and Amy transformed her in a very short period of time in an outpatient setting. So we were really thrilled. And Olivia took to it like a duck to water. She loves it. And we had never had any experience with horses before. Olivia had never even been on a horse before, so we weren't sure how that would work out.
Cowboy is my best friend.
I think Cowboy is her angel. I think he was sent here a few months before she arrived, and I think he came here for her.
So Cowboy's really become her therapist, a different kind of therapist. He creates confidence and inspires her in a way that regular therapy does not. And she receives that here, whereas in the hospital as an inpatient, she doesn't look forward to it nearly as much.
Tyler has that factor in him that you know that he's going to do something special.
Well, he's been riding here for about a year, and about a year before that he was in a car accident and had a traumatic brain injury.
I was in a wheelchair for like 5 months and then slowly got back up into walking through months of rehab, a total of 2.5 years. Now, still needing to think about my walking every time I take a step.
He had not regained much use of his left arm, so that was one of the things that he really needed to work on, and balance.
At one point, we kind of started to think that not only could Sprout support Tyler, but that Tyler could also give back and be a part of our community of volunteers.
Nothing but good could come from someone volunteering.
I just feel like Sprout began as kind of a physical thing with the left hand, and then it became something that was really, so much more than just that.
Sprout is actually more like an extension of your family. It's whether it's the other volunteers that you come in contact with, or the parents that you get a relationship with, or the children that you help, or the students that come here. The relationships that you build with them are as close to blood-related family that you could ever get.
Since all of this whole injury and everything, it left me without friends for a long time. Left me without friends for a long time. So once I started coming here, I was able reconnect and everything. I was able to reconnect.
He quickly went from volunteering 5 hours a week to 10 hours a week to 15 to 20, and through the summer was up to almost 40 hours a week, volunteering, supporting other riders, getting the horses ready.
So I think that all of us want to be valued and appreciated, and so that was something that was really, really helpful to him.
And he also found a community of people who would let him try things, let him fail if it didn't work out, not hold it against him, give him another opportunity, and people that believed in him.
You know, Sprout's not about how things should be. Sprout looks at each individual individually, and it's not about perfection. It's about love, compassion, and it's about rewarding these kids.
I say that Sprout, all of the people are the most kind, loving people around here, and I enjoy the fact that I can make an impact on all the other kids, on the kids' lives, on everyone involved with the program.
I may volunteer out here, but I leave here feeling a lot better because of what I was given, not what I gave.
Our donors are amazing. They're beyond amazing. We couldn't do it without our donors, and we certainly cannot do it without our volunteers. If we don't have volunteers, we can't run.
In this time in my life, my kids are grown, and I like to do things that fill my soul more than fill my wallet. I had thought about donating my horse Pac-Man at some point. He is one of the few horses that anyone can just take out, no matter how small they are or how big they are. They can take him out all by himself, and he will just walk and be as good as gold every single time. And he's trustworthy. And it's wonderful for me to be able to walk out and see him being pulled around by a little kid on his back, and he's not bothered by anything, and his ears are up the whole time, and he just enjoys it. And it's providing me great joy in my life to watch him. And he's happy, and the kids love him, and I don't think that you can ask for a better retirement than that. Everybody wants that retirement.
So when you donate to Sprout, you begin a story of changing a life. But when you come and see what it did, that's when you know that the money was put to good use. That's when you know that you made an impact on that person.
When I started working with Antonio, I realized there had to be an easier way to get him out of his wheelchair and on the back of Duke. You know, I knew there was an individual that lived in the community, somebody I've known for a while, somebody I've worked with. And one of the things, the reason I reached out to this individual wasn't so much I knew he had the financial means, I knew he had the heart to help.
We said, well, we would love a lift, and they quickly said that they would want to support that.
You know, Sprout's truly making a difference. It really is, and there's a lot of ways that people can contribute to the mission of Sprout.
This fills a huge piece of my life now, and it's extremely rewarding. I leave here every time. I feel like I contributed a little bit more and made a few lives happier, and they've made my life happier in return. So I don't think you can ask for anything more than that.